Hello and welcome back to the Lou Crew. Notice I'm not talking about the Return to Glory series because today we will be starting a new series called Career What Ifs. As you guys have seen, I've done one of these in the past. It wasn't titled this, but I did Lance Berkman. Today we'll be using the Mariners, so you guessed it. This one is on Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. draws a lot of comparison to Mike Trout. Or should I say Mike Trout draws a lot of comparison to Ken Griffey Jr. This is in the fact that Griffey was amazing very early on, coming up at 18 years old, 18/19. He was a superstar almost out of the gate. He had 50 home run seasons, had a crazy first 10 years of his career, and then injuries derailed his career. A lot of people believe that Griffey could have been GOAT status if not for these injuries. So today we're going to be finding out. As you can see, Griffey is in both lineups as DH, so hopefully his durability will not play too much into how many games he plays, and injuries of course are off for this simulation. And like all the recent videos, I'm once again using a new roster. This one has Tatsui Imai in there as he just signed with the Astros. In real life today, I don't know what his contract is. I don't know if this reflects it correctly, but he will be in the roster, as well as a player we just did a rebuild centered around Taka Murakami. But that's enough talking. Let's get into Griffey's rookie season. And why not see if we can capture his first MLB hit? His first at bat, it's the second inning, he's in a 3-1 count. And he'll take ball 4, very nice. Of course he's not able to wear number 24. It's very nasty, I might have to change that. Still a 0-0 game in the second at bat, as the 5th inning is in a 1-1 count. The pitch, ooh, it's a pitch to do some damage with. The 1-2 coming in. Looks like it'll be a fastball up, he'll take it, very nice take. Alright, 2-2. Fastball off, very nice, works it full. Alright, come on, 3-2 pitch. Drive something. Swings over a sinker at 96. Too bad. At bat number 3 in the 7th inning, the Mariners now have a 2-0 lead. Griffey is in a 1-1 count. Pitch comes in. Fastball up. Alright, 2-1. Oh, come on, it's a pitch to do something with. Sinker down, you can drop a barrel head on that pretty easy. The count is now 2-2. He's facing Tyler Ferguson. Luis Severino no longer in the game. Another pitch to drop that barrel head on. Another 2-2 coming in. Alright, circle change off. Very nice. 3-2 once again. Come on, do something with it. Show us that first home run. Oh man, 2 Ks, 1 walk. It would take till his 3rd career game in order for Griffey to get hit, as he goes 2 for 1 with a walk. A single, it looks like, an RBI. 1 month into the year, the Mariners are 23-7. And Ken Griffey Jr. has 4 home runs, 2 triples already, and a 933 OPS. All-Star Day, 58-38 atop of the division, 8 ahead of the Astros. But most importantly, Ken Griffey Jr. is an All-Star Game starter. Chandler Simpson, look at that. But Griffey already up to 90. That's scary for regression, but it's whatever. 915, 26 doubles, 19 homers, walking good 360 OBP with a beautiful 3.1 WAR. And I'm not going to do this for every year, but the Mariners draft a crazy first baseman. Look at that, 89 potential, 70 overall. That's pretty huge. Nothing like being on a division winning team in your rookie season. They'll be taking on the Astros as they went 90-72. More importantly though, how did Ken do? 43 doubles, 10 triples, 29 jacks, a 297, 374, 552 for 926 OPS and 5.4 WAR. What's even crazier is he doesn't win a Rookie of the Year. Nick Kurtz beats him out with 44 homers. It's crazy. In the playoffs, the Mariners will pitch Wu, Kirby, and Gilbert. Let's see how that goes. Lose game 1 and game 2. That really sucks. Heading into year 2, this will be a stats. He's 92 overall with very good contact versus right and great power overall. failed to show the award winners last year, so I'll show them right now. Judge wins an MVP on the American League side, with National League being Cattell. Cy Young was Schwellenbach and Fried. Batting title, Guerrero and Bidon. Yohan Duran and Strom win reliever of the year. Kurtz and Heriberto Hernandez, rookies of the year. And then Ohtani and Judge for the Hank Aaron's. Here's the lineup once again. Griffey, once again, Griffey will be a DH against both sides. Once again, leading the division at the All-Star break, 57-40, only 4.5 up this time on the Stros, but still very nice. And that's All-Star number 2, once again starting in center. These stats look great once again. 27 doubles, 22 homers at the break, already 8 triples, 936 OPS, 3.1 more again at the break, just like last year. Then Mariners go 162. Awesome. They win their division and they'll be taking on the winner of the wild card. Griffey now up to 95. Here are the stats on the year. 46 doubles, 10 triples, 35 homers, 100 RBIs for the first time, 275, 354, 557, 911 OPS. A little bit lower than last year, 5.1 more. Judge wins himself another MVP. Juan Soto takes it home this year. Brian Wu wins Cy Young, going 23-4. Look at that. 16-5 for Ohtani, a 2.51 ERA. Very good. Wu's was a 2.7. William Contreras hits 330. Vladimir Guerrero, 321. Randy Rodriguez with 54 saves. 8 blown, though. And then, Ben Joyce. You never see this. 1 blown. Oh. Ozzie De Jesus. Guess he was drafted last year. Wins Rookie of the Year. With Travis Bassano already up. Look at that. 718 OPS for him. Hank Aaron goes to Vladdy with a 994 and Juan Soto with a 1009. Round 1 against the Yankees. Win. Lose. And they get reverse swept. Dodgers going to beat the Yankees. I didn't show it last year, but the Yankees won it all last year. That's insane. Terry Scooball's now a Mariner. 9 years, 355. Season 3 stats, 95 overall. Very nice. Season 3's rotation. Terry Scooball, Brian Wu, George Kirby, Logan Gilbert, and Bryce Miller is their 5. That's insane. They pick up Zach Neto. What a trade. Very nice for Barney Church. Same story at the break. They are in the lead with 56 wins, 40 losses, 1 game up. J-Rod beats out Griffey for the starter, but Griffey is still in there. Having a great year, 23 doubles, 21 homers. The triples have calmed down. 926 slug, 4 WAR. Very nice. Very, very nice. No way they just picked up Brent Rooker. Wow, they're really bolstering their team. Holy. And they just got an 88 overall starter. What the hell? 82 potential, but 88 overall? Not quite as good as they were last year, but 95 and 67 is still enough to win the division and be taking on the wild card. And look at that, year 3, 40 jacks. What a season. 922 OPS. They have to have him playing the outfield over Rooker. 6.8 WAR. Not in the MVP race. Judge wins his 3rd consecutive, actually dating back, it is his 4th. Goes Judge, Devers, okay, Lopez and Flaherty. We didn't have anybody in the running for the side. That's crazy. Stowers wins the bang title, as well as Gunnar. Yohan Duran and Spire for Delivery Man of the Year. William Haskett, a draft pick from last year, and Spencer Jones wins Rookie of the Year. Hank Aaron is Judge at a 1035. And then, you saw Raleigh in second. Kyle Stauer wins one at 963. Taking on the Stros in the first round. Lost, win, and they finally move on. The second round, it will be the Orioles. They win again. 3 losses, but a win after the 3 losses keeps them in. And they move on to the World Series. Wu's going to start game 1 against the Diamondbacks team. I'm guessing it's the same team. Let's check their lineup. Harold Perdomo. They got a Eugenio back from us. I guess in a free agent C deal. 47 homers last year. Pete. How'd they get Pete? They traded for him, I guess. And then the pitching is the same besides Jackson Jobe. Wow. Game 1, Woo gets the win. We lose game 2, lose game 3, lose game 4, win game 5, win game 6. And they come back to win their first ever title. World Series MVP's Cole Young. Playoff MVP Yohan Moncada. No way. Yohan with 3 jacks. Griffey not even in the running. Neto had 6 homers. Wow. He did not show up at all. But nevertheless, they win a title. He does reach 99 overall, however. Look at that. Year 5, Griffey's chilling at a 99. Let's see if he can get himself an MVP this year. They're second in the division this time, 6 games out behind the Rangers, who are 59-39 as they lie at 52-44. No all-star for Griffey. All right. 24 doubles, 14 homers. The first time he doesn't have a 900 OPS at break. He's already regressing. Not actually, of course. But I'm hopeful that he can bring it back. The Mariners end up coming back and winning their division at 91-71. Will be taken on the Athletics in a wild card. Very much a down year for Griffey. 34 doubles, 27 homers. Not what you want to see. An 839 OPS is not terrible. 5.3 WAR, of course, is solid, but most definitely not what you want to see. Gunnar Henderson wins the MVP, as well as Shohei Ohtani. Hunter Brown and Burns are the Cy Youngs. Ronald wins the batting title along with Alejandro Kirk. Morejon and Randy Rodriguez both win a reliever of the year. Carson Bench is a rookie of the year. Kevin McGonigal gets himself one. Corey Seager with a Hank Aaron. Very nice. 949 OPS. And then Acuna with a 1057. The first round of playoffs, as I mentioned, they will be playing the A's. In game 1, they will win. Game 2, they will also win, moving on, and now playing the Red Sox, who of course are always great in this franchise. And clearly I've gotten Jesus Luzardo as he's starting game 2. But Kirby game 1, loss, and swept. By now you know the deal. He's a 99 going into season 5. The Mariners lost George Kirby to the Giants, so they brought up Brian Villa. Of course, only has like 82 potential, but is 86 overall. They did, however, bring in Emmanuel Clase. Besides that, Bryson Stott. They bring back Eugenio, who's still slugging 430 career homers. Wow, he might get to 500. This team's still very solid. I don't see why they can't win a division. Mariners are 60-38 at the break, having a great season, 5.5 up on the Stros. Griffey is snubbed out of an all-star appearance, it looks like, once again. Wow. Look at this stats. It looks like he probably deserved to be one. 17 doubles, 21 homers, 911 OPS, 4.3 WAR. And to me, I would say he deserves an all-star appearance with that, but I don't pick. They're once again a 100-win team, this time going 102-60, winning their division and getting a bye. Griffey had a great year, actually. 30 doubles, 10 triples, 37 homers, 117 RBIs, a 948 OPS, and 7.3 WAR. He finishes third in MVP voting, losing it to Jordan, who is now a Tiger. Juan Soto wins his second of the video. Scooble, who's in AAA, I guess, went to Cy for us, finger contusion. Brian Wu came in second. George Kirby wins himself one with his new team. Ellie De La Cruz and Seager batting titles. Miguel Andujar, wow, all right. Reliever of the year, Adner Uribe and Will Vest. George Lombard is finally up for the Yankees, winning a Rookie of the Year, as well as Jody Frederick. Corey Seager wins himself a second Hank Aaron, with Griffey coming in third. And Fernando Tatis Jr. winning one on the other side with a 992 OPS. In round 1, same old story. We'll be playing the Astros, losing game 1, winning game 2, losing game 3, winning game 4, and losing game 5. Contract year for Griffey. What kind of season will he have? So far, it's a tame season, that's for sure. 11 triples at the break is kind of insane, but 19 homers, 17 doubles, 896 OPS, 3.8 WAR. The Mariners are not looking hot at all. Last in their division. They're getting manhandled right now. And for the first time in this video, the Mariners will not make the playoffs. 78 and 84. Griffey definitely had a calmer year. 32 homers is very nice. 937 also very nice. But I'm looking for that 50 home run power that he had in real life. 7.31 was 7.1. I mean, sorry, 7.1 WAR. It's nothing to scoff at. MVPs go to Vladdy and Mark Vientos of the Pirates. Shane Baz wins a Cy, Kirby wins a Cy, Contreras and Tucker batting titles. Tucker back to the Stros. Sasaki wins reliever of the year because, of course, in this roster he is a reliever. Mason Miller, reliever of the year on the other side. Clase comes in second. Julio Vesperis, rookie of the year. Andres Guzman, looks like a generational talent. Hank Aaron, Tatis with only 933. Vladdy with a 1042. Red Sox win the World Series over the Dodgers, but of course, the time we've all been waiting for, Ken Griffey Jr.'s free agency. And what the hell? Griffey signs 13,561 to the Dodgers. And year one in LA so far at the break is not treating him nicely. 18 homers, 772 OPS, regression hitting, 2.2 WAR. Not an all-star. And no freaking chance. No way he's already regressing. No way, right? He had a decent year. 803 OPS. 5 WAR, not bad. The Dodgers didn't make a playoff spot. The MVPs are Nolan Schanuel, Gunnar Henderson, Hunter Brown, Pierre Crochet, the size, Billy Carlson, William Contreras batting titles, Joey Wentz and Connor Phillips, Benedict Valley, and Joaquin Rodriguez are rookies of the year, and Jason Dominguez, who now is a Padre, 96 OPS for the Hank Aaron, along with Rodon at a 10-10. Put salt in the wound, the Mariners win the World Series. I have to say, if Griffey does continue to regress, I will be very, very underwhelmed with this career simulation. He's going to year 8. I want to see an MVP. I want to see that power jump up. I want 50 homers. Okay, I wouldn't consider this regression. He's down to 95, but he's not getting like the normal regression looking minuses. But he is having a year. Let's go. 25 jacks, 1015 OPS. I didn't check to see if he's an all-star, but I'm guessing he is. 2032. Yeah, he's an all-star. And he's leading the MVP race along with Luken Baker. Why does he have a potential? The Dodgers are back to being playoff bound, winning 95 games. Griffey's back up to 97. And he had a year. 41 jacks, 10 triples. Dude, triples are getting absurd. 10 every year. Basically, besides 2027. But 303, 369, 997, 8.5 WAR. And exactly what I was waiting for, an MVP. On our side, aka the Mariners side, Bobby Witt finally gets one. Look at him. Good for him. Good for him. Mackenzie Gore wins a side. Robin Oakes. Crochet wins one. Anthony and Schliff batting title winners with Griffey in second. And somehow Tucker is now a Dodger. What the shit? Reliever of the year, Justin Warbleski and Mason Miller. And then rookie of the year, Henry Hafey and Ken Ullman. Hank Aaron goes to Griffey. Perfect. Look at that. Home run champ too. And then, dude, Roman Anthony's insane in these rosters. 1019 OPS. Good for him. The Dodgers play the Rockies in the first round, winning game 1, game 2, and game 3, moving on to play the Mets. Woo, what? I did not know that. Okay. Against the Mets, game 1 is a win, game 2 is a win, game 3 loss, game 4 loss, game 5 loss. They are almost reverse swept, but they lose 4 straight to lose this series. Let's see who wins it all. The Mets go on to beat the Royals at 2015 rematch with a different victor. Just look at the Dodgers roster. Brian Wu, normally I see some pretty rough regression from him around this time, but he's playing great. Luke Baker, of course, the A potential. Luke Baker has been amazing. Has played all of 336 games in his career, but for some reason, it's now an 88 overall. Wow. He was a Ray this whole time, and then they traded for him last year. No way. Leon Theophanopoulos. I guess long lost brother of Kirby. If you guys have seen my Rockies rebuild, I suggest you go check it out. A lot of people have been enjoying it, or at least I think. Of course, not a whole lot of people watch it, but I digress. This team's pretty solid. Jason Burt, I thought that was Joey Bart. Yeah, this team's pretty good. And they have a good prospect right there, so their future's looking nice. I don't think Griffey will regress. He's going into season 9. Let's see if we can get back-to-back MVPs. At the break, the Dodgers have the division lead over the Rockies. Griffey's holding his rating once again. He's having a nice year. I saw he was an all-star starter in center field. He has 20 doubles, 15 homers, 287 with 370, and a 492 for an 862 OPS. He has a career OPS of 907. That's great. He already has 54 WAR halfway through year 9. I accidentally simmed into the playoffs. This was Griffey's season stats at the end of the year. I'm noticing his games on the side. He's only played 162 twice in his career, but 36 doubles, 32 homers, 929 OPS. I mean, another great year. The WAR's at a 7.3. Let's look at the MVPs. Christian Campbell wins one, and Joey Frederick. Joe Boyle, Cy Young. Okay, George Kirby wins another one for the Giants. 3 for them. Wow. All right, batting title, Lars Nootbaar and Gavin Lux. Jack Brown, reliever of the year, along with Josh Hader. Yoenis Saunders and Kurt J, rookie of the years, along with Hank Aaron. Look at Griffey. I forgot to show 98 overall, but he comes in third, and then Hank Aaron and Christian Campbell and Joey Frederick win it. As for the playoffs, this is where we sit. They're going into round 2, where they take one. Now they're down 1-3, and they sadly are eliminated. They won 104 games. That's pretty crazy. The Blue Jays beat the Rockies in the World Series, and this next year coming up is pretty big, because year 10 is where some regression normally kicks in. As I mentioned, a big year for regression. Let's see how he holds up. Well, the regression bug's not hitting him. He's starting the All-Star game in the outfield. The Dodgers are 60-36 as well, and he's third in the MVP voting. Let's check it out. Oh, wow, the contact's going up. Look at this, 26 doubles, 20 homers, 6 triples, 333, 432, 647, 1079, 6.1 WAR. And I hate to say it, but this contract is looking like one of the best ones ever. I mean, the first year, quote unquote, rough, but since then, 13.5, 20.8, 26.9 WAR in 5 years. Not even 4 years. Oh my gosh. Wow. The Dodgers in the year 99-63, gaining a bye. As for Griffey, this is what his stats look like. He's fighting regression. It's not happening. And look at Griffey, man. So inspirational. He broke 300 homers this year. 10 years, so he's only averaging 30 a year. I didn't notice the 21. Wow, that's rough. Hasn't reached the highs of the home run hitting for him. And of course, in real life, he has 630 career home runs flat. But 51 doubles, 11 triples. God, that triples is insane. 100 RBIs again, a 1045 OPS, a 9.7 WAR. Looking at the awards, Christian Campbell wins MVP, as well as Franz Cook. He was great. He didn't deserve it. Griffey deserved it, but he was great. Domingo Manzo and Brian Wu. Wow, Brian Wu is Cy. 2 great seasons in a row. Vladdy wins the Cy Young, or not the Cy Young batting title, and he doesn't even get a batting title for his efforts. Joey Frederick does. Presley Gilbert and Alan Cozart are relievers of the year. Rookies of the year, Bryce DeYoung and Marcellus Whitaker. Looks like a not a gen talent, but looks pretty dang good. Hank Aaron, Vladdy, and then of course I knew Griffey had to have a Hank Aaron. They're playing the Braves in the first round. They lose game 1, win game 2, there we go. Lose game 3, and they are eliminated. So a World Series has not yet fell into their hands from this signing. We'll see who wins it all. We may as well. Braves defeat the Athletics, so at least we're eliminated by the people that eventually won it. But we may as well skip ahead to All-Star break in year 11. The Dodgers are 51-46. And what else do you expect? Ken Griffey Jr. is an All-Star. His stats, once again, he's just holding this overall. His 18 homers, 12 doubles, and 842 OPS. So definitely not what he put up last year. But, you know, you take this. A 3.7 WAR at the break is pretty damn good still. Dodgers win their division once again. And Griffey has found his way back to the 9-9 club. Must have had a good second half. 25 doubles, 33 homers. He's consistently a low 30s guy. I really wish he would have another 40 burger. Maybe a 50 would be huge. That power's just not quite where it would need to be. 894 OPS is great. 7.1 is amazing. Definitely didn't want to Hank Aaron this year though, sadly. The MVPs, Christian Campbell, cannot stop winning them. That's what, 3 in a row. Wow, and only for 22.9, that's insane. Ken Ullman, it's a tiny little guy. Wins it on the other side for the Braves. Demetrius Biggs and Simeon Woods Richardson win the size. Kurt J, along with Yoenis Sanders, are the batting title winners. Roki Sasaki's the reliever of the year. Jack Brown for the Dodgers. Elton Hicks and Joe Underwood. And then for the Hank Aaron's, Christian Campbell and Kurt J. They'll be taking on the Rockies in the wild card, and they'll lose both games. Very anticlimactic there. They've had no playoff success. The Angels beat the Rockies. The Rockies have lost multiple World Series in this video. I don't know how many, but at least 2. Griffey has reached 30 years old, healthy, compared to real life, which is insane. To have a healthy Griffey at 30 years old, I'm really excited to see exactly what he's able to do in his 30s. Wonder if he'll regress this year. I'm hoping not, but to this point he has 400 doubles basically, 358 homers, and a career 922 OPS with 75 WAR. You know the deal. Dodgers first in their division. Like clockwork, Griffey's an all-star. And let me tell you, he's having quite a year. 28 doubles, 18 homers. Once again, the power's just really not there. He's not regressing, which is huge to see. And he has a 1.001 OPS with 5.8 WAR. The thing that's really interesting to me, will he win a batting title? He's been flirting with some 300s, and then he's had a couple breaking 300. I'm curious if he'll get one. Gosh, the Dodgers, once again, win their division. Riding on the backs of 98 overall Ken Griffey Jr., who hits 48 doubles, dips below 30 homers for only the 4th time in his career, but has a great year. 316 average, 388 OBP, 550 slug for only a 938 OPS. Definitely missing some pop there. 8.3 WAR though, you gotta love it. I'm hoping I might move him to DH. I want him playing 162. He's definitely really struggled to do so. As for MVPs, Andres Guzman and Ken Ullman. Ken Ullman, just a little man. Man, and he hit 54 jacks. Wow. Good for him. Okay. Cy Young, Diego Manzo, and Justin Brown. Christian Campbell says, hey, I'm done winning MVPs. Let me just win a batting title. Emil De Los Santos wins the batting title on the other side, beating out Griffey by, I guess he had more hits and less at-bats. Hit 3 more hits, but he also had, he had 9 more at-bats. Okay. So he beat him by some decimal point. That sucks. Reliever of the year, Miguel Ayala, along with Steven Roberts. Rookie of the year, Brian Merrifield and Chris Nieve. Hank Aaron, Christian Campbell, and Ken Ullman. The real question is this the year the Dodgers win a World Series with Griffey at the helm? Game 1 against the Brewers, I almost said Mariners, they win. They win game 2, and they move on. Perfect. Playing the Cubs, okay. They win game 1, win game 2. They're not messing around this year. They've yet to lose in the playoffs. They'll be taking on the Tigers in the World Series. Game 1's a win, game 2's a win, game 3, and they have a flawless playoff run. World Series MVP, Billy Carlson. Postseason MVP, Jason Burt. Griffey gets his second title, having a solid playoff. However, not the greatest. Clearly didn't win a playoff MVP, but most definitely contributed to the effort. Year 12, and you have to be pretty hopeful that he's not going to regress. It looks like he's just going to hold this throughout until 35, of course, when everyone inevitably regresses. But, I mean, I just want 150 bomb, please. The Dodgers lie at 15-47, second in their division by 7.5 games. But as you can see right here, you can't blame that on Griffey. That plus power, that's what you want to see. He's having a great year, 24 doubles, 20 homers, 1026 OPS. His career OPS is 928. Wow. 6 WAR at the break. And at the end of the year, the Dodgers aren't able to sneak in the playoffs. Look at that team ERA, 4.31. That won't play. But you know what will play? 99 overall Griffey once again. Look at this season, 46 doubles, 34 homers, 115 RBIs. He's actually been quite the RBI guy. Wow. Look at that, 332 average, 1041 OPS, 10.3 WAR, almost at 100 on the career, already shattering his. I believe he's in the 80s, I want to say, I don't know, low 80s, maybe 82. Look at the awards. Pablo Rivero, new name, winning the MVP. Griffey comes in third. No. Okay, Domingo Manzo wins a side. Clayton Donaldson, batting title, Ray Marmolejo. And he gets beat out by Robert Tanaka, who hits 352. No chance. No. Reliever of the year, Edgar Cruz and Alan Cozart. Drew Reyes and Julio Lutz are the rookies of the year. Hank Aaron, he wins another one. He's been racking those up. That's his third. And Pablo Rivero. Gosh, he needs a second MVP. He needs a 50 homer season. He needs a batting title. Damn, I need the Dodgers to trade him. They suck. Sadly, Griffey isn't an all-star. He holds the 99 overall, but he's 16 homers, 16 doubles, and 853 at the break. 3.7 WAR, closing in on 100. Definitely still having a very productive year, but I guess you wouldn't hope for more. He is on the 8th year of his deal, and he has probably put up damn near 80 WAR. Like, he has easily had the best contract ever. Dodgers finish bottom half of the league, 66 wins. But that didn't stop Griffey from getting his get. 28 doubles, 34 homers, 888 OPS. Let's see, guessing like 7-ish WAR, 6.5, 99.7 on the career. MVP is Humberto Castillo and Johnny Coronado. Cy Young, Mark Bonilla, Daniel Davies. Humberto Castillo, batting title winner, along with Forrest Obie. Reliever of the year, Newton Stoitz and Domingo Morales. Nate Schmidt wins the Rookie of the Year, along with Alex Palma. And then Hank Aaron, Ken Ullman, who's having a pretty wicked career, and Humberto Castillo, who had very much a clean sweep. This year's a very important year. MLB service time 15 is kind of the second landmark for a lot of regression. He's 33 years old. To this point, he has 454 homers, 518 doubles, 100 triples, 165 stolen bases, 930 OPS, and 99.7 WAR. The Dodgers once again absolutely suck. But you can't say the same for Ken Griffey Jr. Not even regressing, and an all-star starter, 22 doubles, 22 homers, 958 OPS, broke 100 WAR, 104.3. No chance. This is the craziest contract, the craziest career resim I've ever done. He's just been the epitome of consistency. I mean, holy crap. His lowest season's 803 OPS to this point. As you could have guessed, the Dodgers missed out on the playoffs. Griffey has some slight regression in quotation marks, but 31 doubles, 31 homers, an awful second half. I mean, that's only 9 doubles, 9 homers in the second half. It's he's a terrible second half player apparently. 898 OPS, 6.8 WAR. Let's check out the awards. Sorry, Nick Kurtz wins an MVP at 35. Good for him. 526 homers. Waylon Holcomb, Eddie Hendricks, and Dwayne Newhouser, Johannes Saunders, James Anderson, Pablo Almanzar, and Ricky Quick, Lee Bird, Blair Booth. And then for the Hank Aaron's, James Anderson and Johannes Saunders. I would think there's zero chance he doesn't start regressing pretty hardcore after this year, turning 35 or playing his age 34 season and playing MLB service year 16. But if he doesn't, I mean, this is crazy. Geez, they are wasting his second prime. 5 ERA as a team. And he's not an all-star. And here it goes. The regression. Down 4 overalls. 24 doubles, 13 homers, 858 OPS. Still having a great year, 3.6 WAR. But we've definitely seen the end of his prime. Misses the playoffs, but holds his rating. Okay. Interesting. Had a great second half, 43 doubles, 25 homers, gets that 500 home run club, 912 OPS, for 7 WAR, 113. This is I can't say it enough, this is the greatest contract ever in the history of the sport. 13 years, he has, like, holy shit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No way, there's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Year 10. Let's see how much WAR he has. 13.8. What? 20.3. 30.6. 38.9. 46. 55.7. 63. 71.5. 76.5 in 10 seasons. He's averaging 7.5 WAR a season. Awards on the year go Ethan Hoff, MVP, Ken Ullman, MVP. Wow, he's been insane. Cy Young, Miguel Gomes, and Mark Bonilla, Alexander Porter, and Manny Brito win the batting title. Michael Sasaki, Hoyt Long, Relievers of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Miguel Gonzalez, and Luis DeWitt. Ken Ullman wins a Hank Aaron along with Miguel Pacheco. This is quite the monumental moment. Ken Griffey Jr. is no longer the best player on the Dodgers roster. I don't know why he's wearing number 45. It's very annoying. This is probably the last year of him being elite. His stats still look solid. Let's see what he can do with this last hurrah. He's definitely not getting the 120 homers he needs to tie his career, but he might get 3,000 hits. He's 318 away. He already surpassed his WAR numbers. Let's see how this year turns out. The Dodgers actually don't suck. They're 50-46, 5.5 out. And holy shit. Regressing like crazy. Having a crazy year. 23 doubles, 19 homers, 1032 OPS, all-star starter, 6 WAR, 35-year-old Ken Griffey Jr. is the man. This season's come to an end, and the Dodgers are not a playoff team. 89 wins. As you can see, the Mariners were actually great. But wow, 89 wins, not a playoff team. And no way he's still a 92. He's got another good year in him. And look at the season, 32 homers, 305 average, 947 OPS, 8.3 WAR, 121 WAR on the career. I mean, this contract is so good. Like, I don't even know what to say. This contract's absurd. He's still putting up 900 OPSs at 35. He's really battling that regression too. 101 RBIs. This is amazing. I doubt he won an award, but we're going to go through them. Gerald Hall wins the MVP. James Anderson, Diego Manzo wins another Cy Young. As well as Dwayne Newhouser wins another one. Interesting. Kerry Watson and James Anderson win the batting title. Reliever of the years, Fred McDonald, along with Donald Takatsu. Yeah, sorry, I'm really trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Rookie of the year, Gary Montez and Chad Johnston. Hank Aaron, Alex Palma, and Gerald Hall. You don't see Griffey in either of these, which is kind of sad. But it's still a very good year from him nevertheless. Man, year 18. Still a 92. 90 power versus left still. Like I said, it would be a miracle if he got to 630 career homers. I'm curious if he's going to get another contract or not. I mean, he's 2 years on this. We'll have to see what he ends at the end of this year. Optimistically, an 85. Very optimistically would be an 86, 87, maybe even 88. I don't think that's going to happen. That'd be crazy. Dodgers are at 51 and 46, only one game better than they were last year, 7.5 games out. And it might be time. No Ken Griffey Jr. I wish I controlled the team. I'd put him at DH. At the break, 88 overall, 754 OPS, 9 homers. 2.4 WAR is not terrible, but definitely a bit of a fall from grace. And guess what? It's my video, so welcome back to the Mariners, Ken Griffey Jr. Hey, I guess the trade worked. They won their division, 87-75. I put it on his training on power and it must have helped, because +4 to lefties. Very interesting. And he had a really good second half. 16 homers in the second half. 816 OPS. 89 overall. He went up in overall. 4.9 WAR. I think next year we're just going to DH him. What? Why is the... Hold on. Look at the steal and the base running aggressiveness. Why is there +4? I swear I did not touch that. It's absurd. I know normally I do awards, but I don't care about that anymore. He didn't win any. But Ahmed Chavez, game 1. And they move on. Let's go. Okay. Playing Toronto now. They are not able to run it back. Let's see who wins it all. Royals have defeated the Braves. And Griffey's in the last year of his contract. Still an 89 overall, however. Still chilling at an 89. I can't believe he didn't regress more than that. Year 19. 43.2 mil. The final year of his Dodgers extension. And it was, I mean, he had damn near 100 WAR during this extension. He might break 100 WAR for this extension this year. We'll see. I will say trading for Griffey's $43 million contract definitely set them back a little bit. I have simulated through the All-Star break. Let's see how he's doing. No longer on the first page. Wow, 82. He's really struggling. That sucks. Clearly not an all-star. I would say his run of being elite is definitely over. Let's see the WAR. 1.7, not too terrible. The Mariners in 79 and 83. Not making the playoffs, clearly. As for Griffey, I put him in a completely a DH role, and he didn't have a bad second half, I'd guess, considering he's still an 80 overall. Yeah, very solid. Okay. 27 doubles, 16 homers, 733 OPS, and 2.1 WAR. Not terrible. Worse things have happened. Not a bad season. He's 37 years old. We'll see if they even bring him back. Maybe I'll bring him back and try to see if he can get the 17 homers needed for 600. I worked my magic. Griffey is back on a 1-year deal at $16.6 million. I'm going to work double magic here. And I'm going to try to get a bump up his overall by moving him to right field. Nice. He gets a little one tick. So I'm going to make sure I control the lineups, and we'll see if we can get him to 600. Very excited to see what he looks like. We are at 500, second in the division. And that's what I'm talking about. 12 homers at the break, 24 doubles, 5 homers away, 752 OPS, 0.54. Wait, what? How is he only at 99 now? That's not right. He's at like 130. That's really, really annoying. Anyways, he's not having a bad year at all. 86 and 76 is the record of the Mariners in year 19. I guess they've been training stealing. I'm getting sick of that. Let me check real quick. I lied, I can't check, but I can only imagine. He's 75 overall, and year 20, I was wrong. But look at that season. You can rest knowing that he had 26 homers and broke 600. I believe 609 ties in with Sammy Sosa. I think he's at 609. 3 triples, 42 doubles, 791 OPS, 1.5 WAR. He's at over 100. I don't know what. I mean, is this... What happened to his 10.3 WAR? Oh, I know why. 1 second. There we go. It's all position based, apparently. Put him back in center field. He has 131, like he deserves. In the playoffs, round 1. Win, loss. Well, let's see if he signs anywhere. Look at that. Julio Rodriguez retires as well as Vladdy. Neither of them anywhere near the Ken Griffey Jr. numbers, that's for sure. And it looks like the Mariners are going to run it back one last time with him, 9.1. Let him play till he's 40. Once again, the Mariners sit at 500. And sadly, I can't justify it any longer. I think I'm going to have to let them do whatever they want with him. I can't put him in the lineup. 715 OPS is not awful, although it does drop him below 900, which is very sad. Here's the end, 66 overall. Ironically, had a great second half. To the point where he ended with a 901 OPS career. There's no way anyone signs him. Great WAR from him. I mean, I believe the Mariners are in the playoffs. I can't see. Yeah, they are. They're the 5th seed. Let's check out how they do. Game 1, they lose. Game 2, they lose. I'm guessing that's it for Ken Griffey Jr.'s career. We'll have to see. Here he is before the season. I didn't even notice that. 632. No way. Well, here he is before the season. I am inclined to think he's going to retire at the end of the year. And finally, he has retired in 2049. Let's look at his stats compared to real life. Now, in the game, 751 doubles. In real life, 524. 227 less. Hits, 2781. In the game, 3,348. So, damn near 600 less. I think it's 533 less. Triples, 38 comparative to 142. Stolen bases, 184 to 279. I don't know why he kept stealing so many bases towards the end. Now here's where he's gonna do better. He had way less strikeouts and almost the same amount of walks. He had 1,300 walks compared to 79 strikeouts. This he had 1,400 to 2606. Now, as for OPS, in the game, he luckily got to that 901 last year. In real life, 907. Also, forgot to mention probably the most important thing for Ken Griffey Jr. 630 career homers in real life, 632 in the game. The thing about this is not a single 50 homer season, not one, just a lot of 30s. This is like honestly kind of the opposite of what Griffey was in real life. He was just straight dominant until he was hurt. Straight dominant. And in this, it was just like he was always on the field and he was always good. Now, this is not me hating on them over the show one, but it's definitely very different. Oh, RBIs, let's look at that. In real life, he had 1836. In the game, he had 26 or 26. Now, of course, WAR. This is where the game one just absolutely cooks him. 83.8 in real life, comparative to 134. Do they show intentional walks? 51 in real life, he had 246. Oh, wow. Of course, in the game, he retires as an MVP, a 3-time Hank Aaron. How many time All-Star is that? There's 5 on each row, so only 12. In real life, he was a 13-time. He was All-Star MVP on both. He was only a 7-time Silver Slugger, just like in real life. Okay. And a home run champ. I don't know. He was definitely a home run leader. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. All right. You can all but guarantee. Yep, Hall of Fame. Look at that. Ken Griffey Jr. Funnily enough, 286 average is only .002 higher than what he was in real life. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this series. And I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.